Cricket is one of those sports that demands a lot of mental strength and skill. As a player, it is always about being one step ahead of the opponent and utilizing the conditions well. While the height of a player might not make a huge difference to the performances, being tall has its own set of added advantages. Historically, some of the tallest players the sport has ever witnessed have been bowlers. Understandably so, tall bowlers extract a good deal of extra bounce because of the point from where they release the ball and thus trouble the batsman. To make things interesting, we've compiled a list of the tallest cricketers of all time who played at the highest level, and all of them are bowlers. Two of the tallest batsmen who played international cricket are Peter Fulton of New Zealand, 199 centimeters, and Tony Greig of England, 198 centimeters. Here is the list of top 10 tallest cricketers of all time. Number 10. Chris Tremlett. Height: 6 feet 7 inches 2.01 meter. Hailing from a cricketing family, cricket runs in Chris Tremlett's blood. His grandfather plied his trade for England in Test cricket, while his father was a county cricketer. With a massively built frame, the height came to be an added advantage for Chris, who bowled quick and extracted a lot of bounce. Right in his first ODI appearance, Tremlett nearly picked up a hat trick, but the bails refused to fall off in the hat trick ball. He had it all to become one of the most successful bowlers for England, but injuries constantly applied brakes on his progress. The Hampshire bowler had to go under the knife on several occasions. The back and knee injuries kept surfacing again and again, forcing him to retire at a relatively young age after playing just 28 international games. He has got 70 international wickets to his name and took up weightlifting after retirement. Tremlett's body transformation photo went viral on the internet in 2017. Number 9. Jason Holder. Height: 6 feet 7 inches 2.01 meter. The current Windies Test skipper, Jason Holder, is also a very tall cricketer. Born in Barbados, Holder has established himself as one of the most important members of the Windies team at a very young age. Thus far, he has featured in 40 tests and 115 ODIs for his team and has picked up 106 and 136 wickets in these two formats respectively. Holder is a fast learner and is constantly looking to improve his game. Like Moody, he isn't one of the fastest bowlers around, but extracts a good amount of bounce off the deck. Moreover, he is extremely disciplined with his lines and lengths that has contributed to his success. Jason Holder is a very handy batsman down the order and has got great temperament. His long levers help him strike a few lusty blows as well. Number 8. Suleiman Ben. Height: 6 feet 7 inches 2.01 meter. Built like a fierce tall fast bowler, Suleiman Ben is an extremely aggressive character. The left arm spinner is no stranger to controversies and has seen several of those throughout his career. He was once set off the field by Chris Gayle after Ben refused to comply with his orders. The most controversial of all the incidents came when Dale Steyn spat at the tall spinner after he continuously had a go at the South African. Ben's disciplinary issues saw him being left out of the 2011 World Cup squad, but he made it into the final cut for the 2015 edition of the tournament. If not his attitude, Ben could have been one of the most important players in the Windies team. His tall frame helps him get the drift, and the delivery comes out of his hand at an awkward angle for the batsman as he bowls with a round arm action. He has got 144 international wickets across all the three formats. Number 7. Kyle Jamieson. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.03 meter. New Zealand's new recruit Kyle Jamieson hogged the limelight first for his height. The 6'8" tall pacer is one of the tallest in world cricket at the moment. On the back of some brilliant domestic performances, Jamieson earned a maiden call-up to the ODI team for the India series at home in January 2020. On his debut, he won the man of the match for his all-round performance, which helped the Black Caps win the game. However, there is still a long way to go for him, and the 25-year-old will be keen to make the most of the chances he gets to represent his country. Number 6. Bruce Reid. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.03 meter. Bruce Reid, a left-arm fast bowler from Australia, could have been a great asset to the Australian team in the 80s. Hailing from Perth, he used to swing the ball on a consistent basis. Moreover, given that he was quite tall, he could extract great bounce as well. He is the first Australian bowler to pick a hat trick in ODIs and was a terrific bowler. However, Australia would still rue the fact that his career was plagued by several injuries when the team was undergoing turbulent times. At just 29 years of age, Bruce Reed had to announce his retirement as his body completely gave up on him. Later, he worked as the bowling coach of the Indian team and had stints with Zimbabwe and Hampshire as the coach. In a 7-year-long career, he only could play 27 tests and 61 ODI, which is massively frustrating for any sportsman. Number 5. Peter George. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.03 meter. Peter George is another player from Australia featuring on this list. Likened to Glenn McGrath because of his action and height, George had all the ingredients to become a great fast bowler. However, his first test that he played in India at Bengaluru turned out to be his last, and he didn't get to play for the team again thus far. George is a lanky bowler who bowls at a great velocity and often leaves the batsman clueless with the bounce that he extracts. He cleaned up the great Sachin Tendulkar in the only international game that he played when the maestro was batting on 32. Peter George's last first-class match is Queensland vs Tasmania at Brisbane, October 16-19, 2018. Number 4. Joel Garner. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.03 meter. Known as the Big Bird, Joel Garner was another fast bowling sensation produced in the factory of fast bowlers in the Caribbean islands in the 70s and the 80s. The Barbados pacer was easily amongst the most feared players during his cricketing days, and the batsmen were often left clueless due to his pace. While you might talk about several bowlers who bowl great Yorkers in modern times, Garner mastered this art back in those days itself. His Yorkers hit exactly the base of the stumps and would have reached the wickets even before the batsman could get their bat down to fend at them. This, when combined with the bounce that he used to extract bowling from over 7 feet height, was an absolute nightmare for the batsman. Back in those days, Garner was literally unplayable at the death overs. In 58 tests, he picked up 259 wickets and accumulated 146 scalps and 98 ODIs. Number 3. Cameron Cuffey. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.03 meter. Cameron Cuffey looked promising to take the legacy of the Windies' fast bowling forward, but it ended up being unfulfilled by the time he finished. Cuffey used to extract some unimaginable bounce even from the length deliveries and on tracks where he didn't have too much of an assistance. But competing with the likes of Walsh, Ambrose and Benjamin wasn't easy. Thus, he struggled for his place in the team and wasn't a regular feature in the playing 11. Later, several injuries came his way and inconsistency put brakes on his career. Cuffey, once ranked 10th in the ICC ODI bowlers rankings, finished with 41 wickets in as many international games. In the 15 tests that he played, he accounted for 43 wickets before announcing his retirement. Number 2. Boyd Rankin. Height: 6 feet 8 inches 2.04 meter. Ireland fast bowler Boyd Rankin, standing at a height of 204 centimeters, comes second on this list. He started off his career with rugby, and his strength saw him make waves in the sport. But, with cricket being his first love, Rankin let go a potential career in rugby and evolved as one of the most important bowlers of the Irish team. His action is modelled on the likes of Glenn McGrath and Curtly Ambrose and is more of a hit-the-deck bowler. While it is common for him to extract a lot of bounce, it is the lateral movement that he finds that puts questions in the batsmen's minds. Rankin also played Test cricket for England and is only the third player to have represented 2 countries in the longest format of the game. Number 1. Mohammed Irfan. Height: 7 feet 1 inch 2.16 meter. The tallest player to have ever played cricket, as most of you know, is Pakistan's Mohammed Irfan. The sight, or thought rather, of him running to the crease and delivering the ball from such a height is intimidating. Leave alone the bouncers and the short balls, his normal length deliveries also rise up to the chest height for most of the batsmen. Known as the Burj Khalifa of Pakistan, Irfan has played 4 tests, 60 ODIs and 22 T20s for his country. While he has done a decent job at the highest level, the injury-prone nature kept him out of the squad. Teams often prepare to face him by getting throwdowns from the specialist standing on a stool. With his run and slight jump, Mohammed Irfan's hand manages to reach about 8 feet from where he delivers the ball. Do mention to us if we have missed any of the tallest cricketers in the history to get on in this list. We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did compiling it, for you do let us know what you think in the comments section below, but in the meantime don't forget to hit like, share and do subscribe to Sportify.